Hey ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back. Force here with some pretty exciting Overwatch news. Yesterday we got the big bomb dropped about some big upcoming plan changes for Roadhog, but today Jeff Goodman outlined some planned buffs for Junkrat. Yes, you heard correctly, Scumrat, who's basically been considered out of the popular meta since the game launched. I don't think he's ever been considered a really viable hero, although that's another discussion for another day as to what's viable and whether or not we should even care about that. But either way, let's talk about the planned changes for Junkrat. So Jeff Goodman said this: currently on our internal builds, Junkrat has 2 charges of his concussive mine. This allows you to do all kinds of cool stuff like launch yourself into a fight and still have a charge to escape with, or launch yourself up into a Pharah and still have a charge to try to kill her with. Previously this was possible before, but you had to plant one on the ground and then wait for the cooldown to come back before doing this. That is still possible, which allows for a triple jump now if you want or need that. We're also looking at making his ult a bit better. We're experimenting with a movement speed increase or a health increase on the tire. We wouldn't do both things, but in either case it should be more reliable to use in more situations. So these are some really awesome planned changes. First off, I love just the general idea here that Junkrat can more reliably use his concussive mine in multiple scenarios. You can jump into battle, fire off a few shots, and then use concussive mine to get back to safety. Or, as Jeff mentioned, if you lay down a concussive mine and wait for the cooldown to finish, you can jump, launch another one, jump, and then launch a third one and jump even higher. I mean, that's gonna make for all sorts of crazy potential situations and kind of hilarious plays that Junkrat would be able to pull off. And then finally, this idea of buffing his ultimate I think is great. I personally, if I were to pick one of the two, I would love to see him get a speed increase for the ultimate over the health increase, because you could also bob and weave much more easily if you had an increased speed for it. I mean, either way, it would be a nice change to his ultimate, a nice little buff. But these are some pretty exciting changes, and it's going to be interesting. I don't know, although these will definitely make him stronger, it doesn't change his fundamental design or his gameplay. It just makes it a little bit better. But is that going to make it so that, again, people consider him a viable hero? Well, as I mentioned, either whether or not he's considered viable in the meta and the competitive scene and high-end play, whatever. If you like playing Junkrat, you should keep playing him. We already know that there are Junkrat mains in the top 500. I saw a post about this the other day. So, you know, whatever. Junkrat's getting better. If you like Junkrat, that's exciting news. I also wanted to quickly mention, if you guys didn't hear about it yet, Blizzard did come out earlier today and talk about some harsher punishments planned in the future. Basically, their in-game reporting system is going to be penalizing people much more harsher, effective immediately. And in addition to this, they've got some planned improvements for the future, including scaling competitive season bans, a notification system to alert you when someone you've reported has been actioned, and then functionality that would let them more aggressively penalize players who attempt to abuse the in-game reporting system. So yeah, they're going to be cracking down on people who are griefing or trolling or whatever, but if you're also someone who's mass reporting people to try to take advantage of these harsher punishments, well, Blizzard's going to be able to recognize that and actually punish you for trying to take advantage of the system. So all around, some great changes. And I've talked about in the past how I love that Blizzard is so open and communicative about their plans and changes for the game, and how they seem to listen to the community. Whether or not you always agree with what feedback they take in and what changes they make, at least they're being kind of transparent about their plans and responding to what people are talking about. So I'm happy to see these Junkrat buffs, and I'm happy that they're going to be doing some harsher punishments for people who kind of ruin the experience for those of us who just want to play the game and have a good time. And with that, my friends, we'll be wrapping up today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this. As always, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you have a good one, and until next time, I'll see you later.